I was kidding about us starving. By the way, we'll suffocate long before that. Darak's word of reassurance. Having discovered the truth, Darak and Solila are more determined than ever to return to the sacred ring. But what awaits them on the journey? Void Rivals, Issue 2, Energon Universe. Director Elander briefs Darak on his next assignment. A comet is approaching the sacred ring composed of 4,000 tons of ice to add to the Agorrian reserves, especially since the Zertonians are currently having to ration water. Their meeting is interrupted by the arrival of Darak's father, Minister Dulin. Dulin gives his son a cold warning that if his mission is unsuccessful, he should not return to the ring. Darak climbs into his jump jet and prepares for takeoff, ordering his android to revive him once they are beyond the ring's event horizon. As the ship emerges into space, Darak experiences a vision, a voice telling him how the sacred ring came to be. When their sun began to collapse, two warning planets came together and over the course of 1,000 of years built the ring to contain the resulting black hole, the people of each planet living on one half. Unfortunately, over the centuries, their tenuous peace broke down and the conflict between the Agorrians and the Zertonians resumed, escalating as resources became more scarce and each side forgot their shared origins. However, the two sides will have to reunite soon. Goliant is coming. The Agorrians and the Zertonians are different in every way, different cultures, different values, different ways of life. In so many ways, they couldn't be more distant and they couldn't fear and hate each other more. As the resources in the local soil substance dwindle, the fighting escalates. The two groups have been fighting for centuries, battling for resources. They claim to be very different, but are more alike than they think. Their only interaction is in war and from a distance, but only know the stories told of the others. The truth has been lost, but the times are dark and only growing darker still. The coming of Golan is drawing near. What once was must become whole again or perish. There is an enemy coming, Golan, and the Agorrians and the Zertonians must become one again or they will perish. Darak had a vision explaining what needs to be done. Darak then says to Solila, that voice, I have never heard anything like it, both artificial and organic. It still haunts me. Solila believes the voice Darak heard was that of Zerta, though he assures her Agorrians don't share the Zertonian superstition belief. Recognizing that their people's war is built on lies, Solila resolves to work with Darak, get off the planetoid, return to the sacred ring, and discover the truth. The pair begin to salvage what remains from their initial patchwork ship. They work tirelessly over the next 20 days, constructing a crude makeshift shuttle. Darak thanks Solila. She breaks down. She spent her entire life training to kill Agorrians. Now she's not only failed her mission to recover the comet, but is trying to save the life of her enemy. Darak comforts her by assuring her that they're likely to die long before they ever reach the sacred ring. Amused, the pair climb into the shuttle and take off. Solila activates her transporter, hoping to get a signal out to either side as they venture into the depths of space. Days pass. Android tells the pair that at their current speed, they should reach the sacred ring in 12.4 years. Solila detects an asteroid moving towards them. Darak takes evasive action, but the asteroid begins to follow them. Robotic arms emerge from the asteroid and grab the shuttle, pulling it inside. Darak and Solila exit their shuttle with weapons drawn, finding themselves in some kind of spaceship. Solila marvels at the ingenuity of melding a spacecraft with an asteroid, a compliment appreciated by their captor, Skuxxoid. Notes, Darak's vision gives us our first glimpse into the history of the Sacred Ring and how the war between the Agorrians and the Zertonians began. The Skuxxoids and their Rockeroid ships first appeared in Generation 1 cartoon episode 5 Faces of Darkness Part 1. Darak and Solila's vessels are identified for the first time in this issue. Darak's jump ship and Solila's Starwing. Next, Void Rivals, issue number 3.